2 million gil for my time. 2.5.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh?
I go over there. I fix his issue with his spar bar, and he's like, "That's a nice story." You know what? This dude can just.
Something
You know what?
to
I'm
worry
done.
about?
I'm out.
But I burdened you with my worries enough already.
I'll never help you
A
again.
small something by way of
Next time
thanks.
you have a side quest, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
It's high
All right?
time I got back to work. With a
Rude,
little luck,
this
the day
guy
might
is.
yet be salvaged.
Can you believe this dude? Okay, that was worth it.
Sweet insects. What?
No, the point of the lesson was like, who do you make the knife for? These options are like, well, do I make a light? Do I make it light? Do I make it heavy? And the point is like, know your customer, know your clientele, know who the product is for, which is correct. You make a product that can sell to anyone in a place like this, in Dalamil, where you have people who in the individual areas, so you haven't got like thousands and thousands of people. For him to make a living, he's going to need to make a knife specifically for the butchers or the people who make the bread, for the bakery, or like, you know, if they want to make a sword or for people, for noblemen, make money, they can make that. You need to know that was the point. Also, it was his first knife. It was never going to be great from the get-go. Sometimes when you see somebody who has potential, you need to give them that push forward, and then, you know, you don't create. If he had created a perfect knife, I was memeing. But if he created a perfect knife from the get-go, I would have been the most unrealistic result ever. But because he didn't, it keeps in line with his game. It has a very real tone to what would happen in a situation like this. This game does that a lot. If this were to happen, this is a reality situation. It doesn't in a very gruesome way for the main story, but the side quest also showed that.
Fine still.
Right. Okay, we have some story to
Closed.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Come on,
Wait.
girlie. Gate's open now, we can press on.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Now we're done with the side quest now. Yo, maybe. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today.
An excellent choice. Here you are. Go with Gilbert.
Welcome in everybody. Welcome raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream today? How was Lost Odyssey? Oh, nice. I haven't played Lost Odyssey in years. That's a callback. That's a good game. I remember that. I remember Lost Odyssey. That was... I don't think it was Square, but it was made by someone who worked in one of the Final Fantasy games. Remember? Yeah, it was only on the Xbox 360. Yeah, I played Lost Odyssey a long... I don't remember very well, but I remember enjoying my experience of it. It was one of those, why did they never, like, re-release it? I mean, yeah, it was a really good game. If you haven't played it, if you like Final Fantasy, you'd like Lost Odyssey. Thanks again for the raid there. Welcome in. Good to hear it. We're doing some Final Fantasy 16 today. Should be good. We've been playing for Final Fantasy 16 for the well, we're doing it for 16 days straight. But we're going through the first paper now. These Lotus of the Future. I haven't played in a long time, but I'd like to go back to revisit at some point. No, I had a pretty good mechanic last Odyssey.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Gubka. I didn't.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert.
We're going for the mines. We'll
You'll
go.
need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
You did what you had to do, man.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the
That's what
coward
Clive's
I
going to
am.
say. He's going to say, you did what you had to do. Here he comes.
And I'm sorry.
Here he comes.
Uncle, please.
You did what you had to do.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
It's already destroyed, isn't it?
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No,
I like to buy one as well.
forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
He's going to become king of the world!
I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins.
I love Clive's development as a character, actually.
Though every soul
He gets
in the
better
realm
and better
may
as the
judge
game
my
goes on.
actions heresy. I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways.
Aww.
Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your
We're
merry
losing our
band.
boy! We're losing our boy already.
Till then, my boy.
I thought we were going to keep
Till
getting
then.
guest party members.
Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
He's classic, he is. Ace, thank you for the follow.
You
Welcome to
can
the stream.
regale me too,
Appreciate you being here.
Torgal.
I'll miss Byron for a while. Hopefully he shows back up
I'm
later.
coming for you.
He is exactly what you said. He's a breath of fresh air. He is really like a fun character. He's that character, you know. He's that type of character you need. He's like, you know, kind of like that out loud laughing character that you need. kind of thing. All good. Oh, enjoy the gym, Ace. Thanks for the follow. Have a good one. Have a good session at the gym. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. We didn't actually explore this part of the map. It just ended. We just skipped past this whole part of the game. It could be a chest here. I understand it was a cutscene. Come on. Potion. Maybe. Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks again for the raid as well, by the way. I do normally have alerts played for this stuff, but I do pause it for let's plays and story mode, just in case I never know when a cutscene's going to occur. So I'll when I do like regular breaks and stuff like that as well. Leave food in it, understandable. Thanks again for the raid. Enjoy your food. Maybe enjoy have a good dish and enjoy your nap. Right, now we progress. See, I picked up 2 temporary items. It could have been 2 gil. I could have been 2 gil richer, you know. But that's why I had to go back and check. Alright, Drake's Fang. Here we go. Let the excitement begin. Yo, Otis, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Northern Crater. He's about to lose his mind now.
Fuck! What have they stored?
Someone's angry.
What has that gutter rat done to me?
Well, it's not the table's fault, man. You know, someone put that together.
Out of my sight, witch!
Bruh.
I'll kill you, Rossfield!
Oh, it's
I'll
sorry.
rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly
I love
believe
the
you would
dialogue,
have
dude.
triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you
Oh,
called
he
yourself
saved
a
him.
dominant. Or rather, you did.
The Lord
You mock
Commander.
me, Harbert.
This guy is gonna be a character. Why did he remind me so much of Kuja from Final Fantasy IX? You know, like the style that he's very empowering, but doesn't empowers other people, but they don't realize that he's kind of manipulating them a bit,
Do you see, Hugo?
and then takes advantage of when they get
You
weak.
are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
He was at the start of the game. I remember him.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just...
Wait, he could be a real villain, like the villain. Imagine.
The heart.
He knows something. He knows something that the others don't know in the other nations. He's not working for a king.
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation.
Hold up. I know we're in the middle of a cutscene, but what was his thing? Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed. Yeah, I know that. Harbor is known as the many the constant knight by reason of his unchanged icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, and having gifted full command of the Royal Lord of the Knights, despite his apparent youth, the capacity in which he evacuated Hugo. Oh yeah.
Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did.
He is completely separate to what I don't know about what Waloed's plan is, but he knows what Clive is, even though Clive don't even know what it is.
Benedict.
And it's work for Ultima.
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Oh, he's turned so weak.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here.
Wait, what is that about?
Very well, it shall be so.
Mythos.
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Right, so he must be connected to Ultima in some kind of way. Like, he's obviously working with the demon side of things. And he's working he's the Lord Commander of Waloed, but on the face of it, you know. Because he knows that he knows that Clive's mythos, whatever that means. We don't actually know what that means yet, but like he knows what the destiny is. But everyone's already been killed. By the ether demons.
Orcs.
Oh, orcs. Orcs is everywhere!
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Benry mode. Into the dankness we go.
You're the beastmen part of the Waloed army now. How the hell did that happen?
I liked that character, by the way. He seems way more interesting than he was at the start of the game.
They've spotted us.
I like all the characters in the game. This game's character is really good. Miss.
Silence, stop!
Waiting for you to... That will clear out all the orcs. For Gondor!
Taken over the entire mine.
See, we should have... How did he detect me anyway? Interesting how he can detect my presence. Maybe we shouldn't have gone through the mines. Maybe we should have gone through the top. Boom! That is so fun to do as a counter. Urukai attack! Dun, 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 dun. Crazy trophies because of what's in. You're welcome.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Have you finished the game then, or are you playing a different game? But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Yeah, I really like the countering with Raging Fist is so fun. This is a visit the place once kind of thing, so I want to check out all the items.
It's over.
Like butter. They go 2K drive. Nice. Oh, what's this way? Orcs is everywhere.
Animals.
Animals.
Never have left Ash.
Orcs is. KO! Tell me that ain't fun. Tell me that ain't fun to do. I'm already beginning to feel a little strong. The area. I'm not even trying another one. Doesn't get old. Experience that way. 25 gil, you get more from a drop than you do from finding things. That's a kick rate if I hadn't seen. Any door? Welcome back, Ilza. How are you doing this? Burger sliders, fries, and small fruit salads. Can we go back to Hugo baby raging at the table like that? In his mind, that table had it coming, dude. We will get justice for the table, right? We will get justice.
Won't be going any further this way.
Well, look at the mines, bro. The table.
Stairs.
Table had it coming.
This must be the way out.
Ugh, stairs. Yeah. Table gave him a funny look, alright? That is so fun to do. How the turntables. Oh, smash. Well, oh, there's the jam.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did we get in here?
I didn't sneak past any of them anyway. Oh shoot! Where'd you go? It's a bit late to try and run the skeleton. Hey guys, look, Hugo has really got a hand on things right now. He's taking a real hands-on approach to the situation, right? Ow!
I needed that.
That is just so fun to do. That is like the funnest thing to do in the game right now. Using the Raging Fist as he's hitting me and parrying it like that, it's just so fun because the animation is fantastic as well. I got less experience than from fighting mobs. I got less experience from the sub-boss than fighting mobs, by the way. What? I did pick Judgment Bolt. It's also been leveled up. Judgment Bolt is still my favorite attack in the game. But I've got to. I told you, I am a man of the electric elements. Alright? I love the thunder element. I use it all the time. I will always go to thunder first in most cases, in most video games, if there's an option there. And it looks animation-wise awesome. That being said, the Titan one is really cool because it does basically Titans pick up the ground thing from Final Fantasy VII. I also love the fact that Kupka did that. And I haven't looked at the Phoenix one, to be honest. The Phoenix one seems a bit... The Phoenix one heals you, so I'm kind of like... And the Garuda one... I don't think I even looked what the Garuda one was. This one. Oh, it's the tornado, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Also looks fun. One day I'll use them all. I feel like mastering these have more effect than mastering anything else in the game, to be honest. I don't even... Oh, maybe I should look at this. Wait, this is leveled up once, right? And I don't think limit does much in this game, for being honest with you. I might be missing the mark with the limit thing, to be honest with you. What I would like to know, though... Oh, okay, here we go. This is what... Right. I was like, it doesn't tell you what the upgrades do. Now I can see it. Adds a second limit break. Mastery adds the third limit break gauge. Gauge? We already start with 3. What do you mean? Semi-prime finish. Defeat an enemy while semi-primed. I haven't tried Flame and Rebirth. Flame and Rebirth, yeah, it heals those, doesn't it? Right. That's interesting. Oh, okay. This increases... Oh, this is limit break. Increases the iconic ability's potency by 10%. Right, I need to use limit before I use my... I thought it did less, but maybe I was wrong about that. I should use it, then use my abilities. It does more damage. I think this just increases the number of hits, right? Allows assignment to any icon. Oh, no way. If I master it, I can just throw it on any... I could have 2 of these and Judgment Bolt. That's crazy. I could just put Judgment Bolt anywhere. That's so cool. Oh, Judgment Bolt is great for mobs as well. It clears the whole room out for me regularly. It says damage to a single target, but it definitely hits multiple targets because that electricity hits around it. I feel like that wording is incorrect because it's definitely hitting multiple targets, 100%. See, I like all of them, but they only give you like 2 slots. Let's go, Mav. I'm pretty far. I think you're further than me still. Maybe not. Thanks for stopping by there, man. I checked where you were in the VOD. I checked where you... when I was talking to you earlier on, DMing you, I checked your VOD real quick to see that we were in the same place. I don't know where you finished up, though. How many crystals are down? I'm at Drake's tier. Does that explain? I am in the area that's after the desert town. Because I saw you were there. I'm in the area after that. I know you're at the desert town. I double checked your VOD earlier. You just finished it. Okay, I'm there. So I'll stay in the menu. I'm just looking at the abilities. Because I just realized that we're talking about just the abilities here. And what the extra ones do, what leveling up. I was trying to figure out what Mastering Room does for ages. And now I found a way that actually explains it to me. Sending nearby enemies fine. So mastery means you can assign it to any icon. Yeah, I just found this. I thought for ages they're just not explaining this one part of the game. I was like, you kidding me? It tells you everything in tutorials, but not the stuff you need. This is classic Square with their tutorials. They did this in 15. They did this in Green Dot Distance as well. Like, bro, like, just tell us what the things we want to know and let us figure out the rest of it. Bonus points are awarded for using battle techniques during arcade mode. Oh, okay, that's during arcade mode. I love using Raging Fists as a parry combo. It is the most fun thing I've done in this game so far, though. Using this as the enemy's about to attack me, not only parries it, but then I go on some massive, like, barrage of attacks. I love the Titan fight. The fight against Kupka at Rosalith Castle was so cool. Like, you drop down the bottom, and then he has that move where he basically does Titan's move in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I enjoyed the whole thing. It was really fun. Oh, he means it Rosalith. He means Rosalith, the one where you fight Kupka. It's easier just to refer to him as Titan. I saw this and thought of all time. Yeah, that fight was fun. For sure. None of these do Judgment Bolt. Although I just kind of stick with the passive stuff. Anyway, I'm going forward now. Just to let you know, Matt. But yeah, thanks for playing, Matt. Wait, what? I have to go right. Wrong door? Right door? I came from this door, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, my bad.
By the flames.
By the flames.
Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Oh, so the tier is above us. There's no way we're not going to walk out of it by not destroying the tier. Come on, Torgal. Oh, here we go again. It's like an Elden Ring area. Think of it.
Let the trial begin.
Hey, it's Kuja. Oh, the jam.
What the hell?
With me, Torgal.
Damn, it's too slow.
Nice try.
Wait, he took this move.
Too slow.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. RKO out of nowhere! In before this guy tombstones me, yeah? Yo, Finley! Go transform! Go transform! Go! I don't know how that works, but he transformed. I don't know how to trigger Fenrir transforming, but he transformed nonetheless. One will take it. Dum dum bum 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 bum. Increases thunderstorm by 10%. These, I think they'd be really good for endgame. For being honest with you, those little gems. It's the tombstone. Clive can't see that this is the trap.
Seems we're expected.
Oh, he does. He's not. He ain't totally stupid. I do like this guy. This guy seems interesting.
So this is the power of Mythos.
He's like, I'm going to just really uproot the whole world. I don't think he's seriously working for Walud. I'm going to be the strongest hunt while severely underleveled. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with this game.
Did the orcs do this too?
That's Bog. I'm willing to bet that a certain baby rager did this actually. How's it going, C Mark? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well today. Any secret doors? No? Just save the game after that fight. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, man. Ross.
More of them.
You know the thing that bothers me about these elements, the icons, is that there's no elements of weakness. Like you can't... One of the things that bothers me about getting all these is that if there was such thing as elemental advantage in this game, it'd be totally worth using. So you could... There's no point having equipable icons, in my opinion. Because there's going to be no situation where one's stronger, better used in a situation than another, you know? And I don't understand why.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me?
That one little fight was more experienced than the previous sub-boss. Alright. I know this game's well thought out and balanced. I think the game's great. I think there's some things that just haven't been ironed out. Yeah, it's a preference thing, which isn't bad, but at the same time, I'd like, you know, normally when you gain an ability, the next area is going to be suitable. So this area should have been like, right, everything's going to be weak to kind of Titan's element kind of thing. Games do that on purpose to get you to use as many abilities as they can, or different styles to introduce you, so then when you get to end game, whatever, you can use which ones you think are going to favor the situation. Especially if you have a game where hunts are a thing. Hunts are a bounty. We'll call them bounties for the sake of, because that's what they're called in this game. When you have bounties that have different types of enemies, you can prepare for each enemy in a different way, like you do in previous other games where you have like side bosses and stuff like that. Here it's just kind of like, okay, just do damage, whatever you want to do. Like, there's no, like, strategy or turn into it kind of thing. Like, and you can't say, oh, it's not a Square thing because of action RPG. Kingdom Hearts have been doing it for a long time, so... Now you can say, well, it's just an action RPG, Marsh. Well, yeah, but action RPGs still have mechanics, so... The fact that you can use a fire spell on a bomb and it still does loads of damage to it is, you know. Wait, what was the tutorial? I didn't even pay attention. I actually didn't even read it because I'm bored of those tutorials. Is it shell? Did they just use shell for something for the first time? Bravery. I don't know what bravery is. Is bravery, they get more... I mean, the enemy has buff and stuff. That's fine, but... Is bravery just going to make them stronger or something? Let me guess, defeat the mage or something? That's so fun to do, dude. I love that. That parries are so fun to do. You can always find out what I missed. It's on here and here. Oh, I don't know what the order is. I'm sure it won't affect my gameplay. Enemies performance of battle. So it's basically Rio. It's basically cheer. It's basically cheer in Final Fantasy X for the enemies. Game does. Glad you're enjoying that. Appreciate you hanging out here so much. Yeah, the game's very fun. Like overall, the game's fun. I feel like I'm when I say like my critique of the game is literally the lack of normal mechanics would be used to. Like elemental weaknesses and status affect things that I'll be striving
First
for.
orcs.
Just because I'm thinking of like where's the challenge.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
The game is so fun. The game is extremely fun. I have so much fun with it, and the story is incredible. I will say this right now. This is probably one of my favorite Final Fantasy mainline stories since 10. Already, like it didn't take much, but this is topped. I haven't played 12, so it's not fair. But I imagine that it's, for me, probably better than 12. But 13 and 15, 100%. Like this is like as a mainline. You consider the remakes mainline? No, I don't. Remake is a product of Final Fantasy 7. It will sell because it's Final Fantasy 7. It is a product, and especially the way they write in the story, if they want to connect the original, it is a product of Final Fantasy 7. It's not a mainline game. If you consider it, that's up to you, but I don't. Mainline to me is Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, and 16. Remake shouldn't be considered as because it's popular by the fact that it's a remake of 7. 11 and 14 are numbered, but they're MMOs. They're not JRPGs. They're not even JRPGs. They're just MMOs. Crisis Core is not mainline though. It's a prequel to Final Fantasy 7. 10-2 is the sequel. No, yeah, like I said, I don't count sequels or prequels in that either. I treat them as their own. So when I don't, that's why when I compare the games, I don't compare, for example, Crisis Core to Final Fantasy Remake because it's an unfair comparison. It's unfair to compare Crisis Core to. You're very selective. No, because they're not MMOs. Like it's most right. 95%, if not more, of the player base agree with me and say that you shouldn't count them as like part of it. It should have been called Final Fantasy Online 1 and 2. I feel like you just argued me for the sake of that, though. They're not main lines. Even Napaz like agrees with me on that one, and he's played them all and he has an opinion on them all. Like, you have to think, wait, where's the concept? Because if people are going around saying this isn't a Final Fantasy, that you want to count 11 and 14 in that, I'll be like, well, that's kind of clueless. I just don't. To me, maybe it's just they're not multiplayer games. Should be a mainline Final Fantasy, or just shouldn't be a mainline JRPG. If I wanted to play an online multiplayer game, I would look for a multiplayer game. If it's called Final Fantasy Online, great, I would, you know. But even then, nothing about those games that scream mainline. You can call them that, and I understand why. You can call them mainline, I understand why. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's not fair to compare 11 and 14 to any of the single player games. The only games you can compare 11 and 14 to is 11 and 14. You can't compare 14 barely to any other mainline Final Fantasy because it's a completely, and it's, when I say completely different experience, it's nothing. It's not a comparable. It's not a comparison. You're not comparing JRPG to JRPG. You're comparing an online massive multiplayer online game to a single player JRPG. There's a fundamental difference there. That's like comparing FIFA and Call of Duty. There's no point. There's literally no point because it is a online shooter and a single, well, not single player, but it is a sport game. Two different genres. Makes no sense to me. How's it going, heroes? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. See you later, Elsma. Have a good one, man. Let's not about it being typical, it's about it being a completely different genre of video game.
Let's try.
If Final Fantasy 17 was a sport game, and people said it's not a Final Fantasy game, I would agree with them. Why would 16 not fall in the same genre? It's still a JRPG. It's not a great example of a JRPG, but it's still in there. This is just the way our JRPGs are now anyway. It is an action JRPG. But then, if you're gonna say that, then it's more of it's an action JRPG. It's an action JRPG. But the JRPG parts of this game are very well done. No, MMO stands for Massive Multiplayer Online, by the way. That's why they used to be like MMO, RPG, and stupid amounts of things. Yeah, it's an action game with RPG elements. The reason why, look, the main reason, again, is the online thing. This, I can't do this fight and talk about this fairly, right? It's the online thing. Comparing a single player game and a multiplayer game is just pointless to me, because you can draw similarities with single player game. You can't draw comparisons on a multiplayer game to a single player game. I don't compare Fortnite to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh, okay, I don't compare GoldenEye to Fortnite, because they are both shooters, but one is a flipping online game only and one is not. That I'm trying to use extreme examples to get my point across. Oh, I can't this conversation. I swear I'm just repeating myself. You're not gonna listen to what I'm trying to say. It's fine. You do you. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Compare it how we like. But if someone says to me, well, this happened in Final Fantasy 14, so it should be in 16, I'm not really gonna take, and be like, that's a nice opinion. Because I can't, you know?
That's better.
I'm not ignoring anybody. So I feel no one's listening to me. I'm trying to make my point here. No one's listening to me. You're just repeating the same thing back at me. What is this guy? Dude. Oh, it's a lick. Right. What did Holy say? I missed it. Things like elemental weaknesses, resistance health. Yeah, I read that. I saw that and read that. I literally saw that and responded to it, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, I did read it. Sometimes I can't read everything out loud sometimes, but yeah, I did read it. Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm glad you agree. I did feel like elemental weaknesses and stuff would help this game. I think it would make this game 100% more JRPG if they did that. I don't know why they felt the need to leave it out. Maybe Yoshi P doesn't like strategy.